What's up, everybody? This is Jalen, and this is Couch Talk. And I'm here with one of my best friends, actually, somebody I've known for quite a few years. My friend Donnise is here.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Long day today?
Yes, a hectic day.
Why? What happened?
Today we had tech. It was crazy. We went through lighting. We went through putting up
Well,
sets.
wait, first, tell everybody what you do first.
Okay, so what I do is I do costume design, and I do plays, and I do a lot of excerpts, you can say.
So you work with theater?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what you do for school, or you have a job?
Right now I do it for school. I did my first play this summer outside of school.
Okay, so what was your first play?
My first play outside of school was called The Planters. My homeboy has like a show that he wanted to put out. It was about friends who rob a bank and trying to get rich, and they all end up dying in the end. It's kind of like a set it off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait, so what made you want to get into theater? Like, is that something that you've been wanting to do for a few years now, or is it something that you started doing just for fun, or like how did you get into it?
How I got into it is I took a theater class the first year I went to Southwest, and I took the class, and then I met a teacher named Miss Harrington, and she's like, "Oh, you should join my production class." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, just get a grade."
Yeah, it wasn't that serious.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then I got into the class, and she was like, "Okay, who's doing hair? Who's doing makeup? Who's doing stage managing?" And I was like, you know what? I do the stage managing part,
So was it like pretty much not organized at first? Or?
It wasn't organized because at first I started off doing a class where I was sketching and I was sketching outfits and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay.
But you've always been into like design though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember ever since we were younger, you've been into like design.
Yeah, like I've always been into that, but like with theater, like I got the bug and I kind of lived there.
So what was the first play that you did with her, with that teacher?
The first play I ever did with her was called In the Beginning.
Okay.
So it's about it's like excerpts, so a play inside of a play. So we had one called Rotation, and we had one we did Wednesday Support. Wednesday Support was my first one that I actually dressed.
What was Wednesday Support about?
It was about basically a dude had like a setup with a woman. He comes every Wednesday to, side chick. You can say.
So he was messing around with another woman.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday until he came on the wrong day.
It's not like that's new to niggas. Niggas got side chicks and they have certain days.
Or 5 in a day.
Okay, so what basically motivated you to keep going after the first play?
What motivated me is when she left me in the back and she said, "This is your grade."
Okay.
And then when she was like, "Just show me what you can do," and I was just doing with the fabric, picking out clothes, like I used to do as a kid. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Okay, I can do this." Just dressing yourself.
Okay. So you basically did all the costuming for the whole cast.
Yes.
And how many is normally in the cast? How many people?
First, we ranged to 30 people.
Okay.
But when it gets down to the play, be 20 people because people start dropping off like flies.
Are you the only costume designer though?
For right now, for the last 2 months, 6 months.
But at first you weren't. Somebody else was helping you.
It was another girl named Janet and another girl named Evelyn.
Okay. Did you like working with other people, or you feel like it's better when you do it on your own?
It's both. Because it depends on your attitude. I'm a person where I don't mind working together, but if you want some bullshit, I can't do you.
You felt like they pretty much were just fucking off, like they weren't doing what they were supposed to do, or you felt like they were bullshitting a lot?
So with Evelyn, she was more bossy, and I'm bossy my damn self. So I'm you're not ready.
Two bossy people can't work together.
So when my teacher realized oh shit, I'm gonna make her work with her because it's it was a lesson in itself because you're gonna work with people all that you're not gonna like. With her, she was snapping at me and I'm gonna go to her. I'm like, oh, that bitch.
That's funny.
You don't pay me.
So, do you guys only stay at Southwest to do the plays, or do you guys work with other schools, or how serious is it for everybody?
Since we got this new teacher, JP, we go outside of schools. Like we did UCLA, we did Whittier College, we did Berkeley, like we did all
So you guys toured to different schools and did
Yeah.
it. Okay. So what happened to the last teacher?
They gave her the axe.
So they fired her?
Yeah.
Really? What's the difference between working with her and the new person? What difference do you see?
Okay, like with Miss Harrington, she's more like black plays, soulful. Like it's industry with her. She's more based off of like costuming, like industry. She works in the industry. With JP, it's kind of like diverse, but like he let you teach yourself.
Is he a black guy?
No, JP's white.
He's a white guy.
Yeah.
And majority of the cast are black, right?
Yes.
You guys all go to school in LA.
Yeah.
So how was that transition for all the students, for all the cast members? Did they like that, having a new person and then with him being white?
It was a roller coaster because we were used to Miss Harrington. Miss Harrington was kind of like we were like family with Miss Harrington.
Mm-hmm.
With JP, it was just like who's this man? Where he come from? Like.
You felt like he had more structure, like he was more organized than the last lady was? Or you felt like when he came in like bossy, like this is my play, like you guys need to do what I say? Or was he pretty laid back?
He's very laid back. Like Miss Harrington is like, you ain't getting it, you ain't hitting your spot, you ain't doing it, gone. Like, she should kick you out.
So was he willing to work with people who weren't listening or who wasn't doing what they were supposed to do?
He's willing to work with people if he see that you're willing to work for it. Like, he can't deal with lazy people. Like, he tells you to move with purpose.
So how was that with you guys touring to different schools? Because you guys didn't do that with the other teacher, did you?
No.
So how was that transition for all the students? Is that something that you guys liked?
We liked it, but it was difficult. Because when we went to Arizona, that was the first. Because we spent 4 days with each other.
Okay. So you guys had never been out of state before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And how was that when you guys were out there? How did the school react to the play? How was it?
When we got out there, it was like fish out of water because she's so used to doing it like the mom and pop way where, getting it how we live. Where when we went to Arizona, it was like a structure. It was like, he was like, oh, well, you don't know Shakespeare or you don't know To Kill a Mockingbird, or they were very like play based. Like they come from structure, teacher, student. We like a pack of
y'all some little LA kids.
Yeah.
Do you think that kind of scared some of the cast members, or do you think that kind of made them feel like that's not something they wanted to do anymore because it was out of their norm and you guys aren't used to that? Or do you feel like it kind of motivated people to want to do it more, like we see how everybody else does it differently in the world, so we want to like be on our shit, basically?
The first day was hard.
What happened the first day?
The first day, it was just like to see people get up and do their plays and or do their monologues or just act to do the circles or the workshops. It was like, well, maybe I don't know what I think I know. Because it was kind of like, it was like just getting into a first day of school in a different environment. If you go from a school where you got a star chart and a desk to chalkboard, that's a big, like, jump.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, overall, it was more motivating for us because it was like, we felt like they looked at us like ghetto kids.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what these LA ghetto kids doing here?
Yeah.
Because it was nothing but white Norman people. Like,
Really?
Oh my God.
What school were you guys at when you went to Arizona?
Arizona, Mesa Junior College in Arizona.
Okay. So it was a small school, or no?
It was huge.
Oh, it was a big school.
Yeah, like, they have, like, connections to, like, Disney, like, movie, like.
So their theater was kind of
like if you were on a movie compound.
Okay.
So like we did for set design.
So their theater program is pretty big?
Huge.
Really?
Yes.
So that was the longest you guys stayed somewhere? You said you guys stayed 4 days when you guys were in Arizona.
Yeah.
When you guys went to like UCLA or Berkeley, you guys only stayed for 1 day?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool though. And I remember when you just told me about the little excerpts, I remember I went to go see that. Mm-hmm. And that play was pretty cool. Like you said, I remember all the different costumes for like all the women and stuff. I think Rotation was probably my favorite one.
Thank you.
And then I remember one of them, it was a guy playing a female.
Big Missy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was pretty cool for everybody else to see because even though he was playing a woman's role, it it made me feel like even as what is he, like 19 or 20?
He's 22.
22.
Yeah.
He didn't worry about people seeing him or people thinking of him as homosexual or anything. This was pretty much just like his job. Like he really didn't care how it looked on the outside to other people. He still did it, so he knew it was funny and like people were gonna have a good time with it.
Like
cool.
For like when we was putting on the makeup for him in the back, like it was really a struggle. Like it was like pulling teeth. Like he's like, oh, you can put the foundation on, but you can't put the lipstick on me.
Okay, so he didn't mind makeup and everything else.
He didn't mind, but like it was a bill. Like the first day, it was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Like it was just like, why you want to put makeup on me? Like I can play the part. But like gradually, he got comfortable because he wanted the part that bad.
Okay. And from that last play last summer, had you guys had another one before then, or are you guys working on something new right now?
Right now, we have Top Dog Underdog that goes up November 28th through the 30th.
Okay,
And then
in a few days.
Right after that, a week after that, we have Love Fire.
Okay, so Top Dog Underdog, that's another play you guys are working on.
Yeah.
So what's that play about?
Well, this time, this play is not an excerpt. It's actually a play from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
So, like, this time, when people come in, it's like you're sitting in the living room with them. So, it's like an intimate setting. And it's about two brothers that feel like they need to be the top dog. Like, one brother, he's been the top dog. He's the part of the street life. He always been money. And then the little brother always envied the older brother.
Okay.
And so he tries to get into the same game his brother get into after his brother didn't want to do like car dealing and street dealing. And then in the end,
don't tell us what happens again.
So it's basically like brothers trying to make it from day to day.
Okay.
And they live in one raggedy bedroom.
Okay. You think that's something the audience will really enjoy?
Yeah. Because, like, if you really imagine you and your brothers living in
like real life.
Yeah, like your parents fucking with you and you're getting how you live.
How long does it normally take you guys to practice for a play or to, like, get everything done? Like, when did you guys start working on this one? It's about to go up in a few days, so when did you guys start? Like, when did you guys get the script, and when did you guys start practicing, and then when did you start doing costuming for it?
So, like, for Top Dog, auditions went up 6 months ago.
Okay.
So right after we did our device piece, they auditioned. So, and then after like a summer, they had like little practices here and there. And then when we got into like fall semester, that's when we gradually picks up. So like the first couple of weeks, we don't really start doing nothing.
Okay.
But running lines consistently, getting into the character, having them get used to being in the setting, moving around things, blocking, staging. Okay. And then when we get down to it, it's like 2 months before. So
okay.
Like 2.5 months.
All right. That's not bad. And so you mentioned that you guys have another play right after this one ends. So do you guys work on both of them at the same time, or do you guys do like a little gap in between?
For this time, for the first time, we're going back to back.
Okay.
So while like Wednesdays and Mondays is where Love and Fires, we practice on that. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we practice on Top Dog, Underdog.
Wow. So it's a lot for the cast. So you only do costuming, or what else do you do?
Well, I used to just do only costuming. Now I'm getting into like stage managing. So I started as assistant stage manager because when we was in Arizona, my friend Jessica was just our stage manager. Mm-hmm. And I seen that it was getting overwhelmed for her. So I was like, you know what, let me see this stage manager.
You took over a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm over it.
So you're basically the only stage manager right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do a lot. Because I remember you were telling me, like, you do a little, like, directing for them, too. And, like, JP, like, really relies on you for certain stuff to be done.
Like, I lay my head, my phone's going on.
Do you think that you have a little, not power, but do you think you can motivate the cast members to do something and they'll listen to you before they listen to JP? Or do you feel like you guys kind of, like, work together and they just know that since you're pretty much like with them all the time. They're like, okay, we can count on Donnise.
Yeah, like they like I motivate them or I push them more because it's kind of like grew up together in the theater thing. Like we all been through the same our first play together. So like when I know they're slacking, I'm like, I know you can do better because like we're writing for a change. I worked writing when I had to do Brother Can Swing.
Writing is one of the cast members.
Yeah, and that's how we started. I started talking to him, and then like with Dion, we started in the beginning, but I didn't really talk to him. He said I was mean, but that's another day. But when I know when they're frustrated, I can just look at them, or when I know when they're like over it, I can just look at them. But when it's time to work,
everybody get down to it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then who normally writes the plays? Does JP write all the plays?
No, we all do.
Okay, you guys all work together. Nice. And I know you were mentioning to me earlier that you kind of wrote the script.
Yeah.
And is that play going into effect, or?
That's going into effect, and it's going into the festival we're going to. So hopefully it get nominated for me to perform it for like people at the festival. But that goes up in December too.
Oh, so that's the other one you got, Love Fire?
That's in Love Fire. Because Love Fire is a excerpt, but it's like a festival. So it's like 3 days, different nights of plays.
They helped you write that, or that was just all you?
Majority of it was all me, but Dion helped me a lot. Okay. But like with the wording and then stuff.
Nice. Yeah. So you sound like you're excited for everything.
I am.
That's good. I'm proud. And when are you guys going on tour again to like different colleges this time with any of these two plays?
So Top Dog, Underdog, no. So we're just going to do it for 3 days. But for a device piece we did 6 months ago, we might go to another school to do that again. And then when we come back from Arizona, we're going to tour off of the new one, because the new one's you're gonna love it. The new device piece is about like Trayvon Martin, Fidel Castro, the Las Vegas shooting. And
okay. So you guys are putting all the world tragedies into one.
Yes, it's kind of like 4-4 lemonade type of feel.
Okay, so you guys get a lot of motivation from like different artists and stuff. Kind of like everybody goes through real life shit, basically.
Yeah.
Like you said, like with Beyonce and Jay-Z and their albums. That's kind of cool how you guys could like piggyback off other people's lives and then put it into a play so everybody else could see it.
Yeah.
Are you guys going back to the same school in Arizona? Or are you guys going to a different school?
Unfortunately, yeah. We hate it.
I mean, that's good though. You guys kind of, you know what you got from them last time, or you know what kind of feedback you got from them. So hopefully you guys could go in there this time and
kill it.
Yeah, be like, we on our shit, now what?
Because like, I'm telling you, like when we did it, oh my god, it was funny. Like the first fucking people came up, it was stupid. Like they had chairs and moving it around and shit. It was like,
yeah.
Are we acting or are we dancing?
Yeah.
And then when they came on, the crowd was quiet. Like, well, damn, are you gonna clap? And it's like, soon as they started, it was just like, everybody was just like, oh my god, like looking around. And then like, when it was over, like they had a standing ovation.
Oh, really?
And they were the only ones who got a standing, we was the only ones who got a standing ovation, period.
Really?
Like, people were crying, like, oh my god, I didn't know. I'm like...
That's kind of cool, though, because you said it was majority white people out there, right? As black people, especially like around this time, we're going through so much, and not everybody realizes like what black people go through unless they, for one, are black, or for two, like really look into lives of how people do certain shit, you know? So that's cool that you guys were able to open up to another crowd and then let them see like the lives of black people. And you said like even before, like they judged y'all and everything.
Yeah.
But then after everything was over, they was proud, you know, to see everything.
Because it was like we told a story about the LA Watts riots and what black people in general go through, period. I don't care where you're from. Like, every day to be black is a test.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because it's like...
especially coming from LA.
Yeah, and it's just like with those white people, it's like, not to be racist, but like, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, they're white.
Right. Like, you know, they're not going to understand. That's what I'm saying. Unless you are black or you really get a feel of how black people live like day-to-day lives, nobody gonna understand.
They didn't even know about Rodney King, and I'm like, how the hell you don't know about Rodney King? But think about it.
Oh yeah, I do remember y'all did that play too. What was that one called? Because that was like little excerpts.
Never be what they say.
Never be what they say. Yeah, I remember that. I think one of my favorite ones in that one was it was a black girl, and she was saying how her family had adopted the white girl.
Oh.
And the white girl, like, you know, she
white
felt
butterfly.
like yeah. And she really felt like, you know, that was her sister, right. And the white girl ended up dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I like that one a lot.
That was a powerful one. Like, when she did that one, like, in the side of the stage, she literally would put, like, some earphones. I guess it was just someone to say, thank you, Jesus, or whatever. I don't know. But she would prepare herself to cry.
Yeah, it was really sad. It was really inspirational, though, because what was it? Like, one of the main things, like, the white girl would always talk about butterflies. Mm-hmm. And then after the white girl died, the black girl said, like, she saw a butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was cool to me. It was really sad, but it was really inspiring, too. Because, I mean, it makes you feel like you don't know, like, when you're actually going to love somebody, mm-hmm. you know? And regardless if that was her real sister or not, they developed some type of relationship. Yeah. That's cool, though, man. That's cool. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to see these new shows. I'm excited, too. So when did you say the dates were again?
November 28th through the 30th for Top Dog, Underdog, and for Love Fire is from the 5th through the 7th. December 5th
through December 7th.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are going to be shown at Southwest
College. At the little theater.
Okay. And what time do the plays normally start? Or do you guys have different days for it? Or obviously
for different times? It's the same time each night, but like house opens at like 7
o'clock.
Yeah, and then 7:30 house closed.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go to Southwest College to see these plays, man, because it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I went to the last two before you guys had went on tour, and they were really good. Mm-hmm. The cast members, they do such a good job, especially to be young black people. You know what I mean? Because they're all within, like 19, 20 something.
Ooh, girl, they look 20, but some of them is like 30, 35. Yeah.
But see, that's still good.
19, 20.
Yeah. And I remember one of the last ones I went to afterwards when they had the Q&A with all the cast members. One of the girls had announced that after so many years of like struggling in school, she was finally graduating. Mm-hmm. So that's good, and that's good to see like people coming up, like, because I'm pretty sure she probably didn't know she wanted to go into theater when she first started either.
None of this. Like, Dion was into like sports. Mm-hmm. Rodney was into like filmmaking. Mm-hmm. Was still in filmmaking, but he was, no, he was into the theater because that's his acting thing. He always said. Seeing him, so that's like me. I was like getting a grade, like whatever, get a unit. Right,
that's what I'm saying. Like you started off getting a grade, like okay, well this is just an elective I'm gonna do real quick to knock out this A, and then ended up becoming like a lifestyle for you.
Yeah,
that's good, man. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So before we go, I just want to touch base on. I'm looking on like Shade Room and like Hollywood Unlocked and shit right now. Mm-hmm. So everybody is talking about this Nicki Minaj Paper magazine cover. So, how do you feel about it? Let me ask you how you feel about it. So, if no one knows, which I'm pretty sure everybody does because she broke the internet, Paper Magazine had a cover of Nicki Minaj, and it was 3 photos of herself all in one. So, one, what was she, like, grabbing her boob and, like, in the middle of her coochie? Like, yeah, it was crazy. Face in between her legs.
I feel like with her, because I feel like it's a Cardi B world now.
Everybody thinks it's a Cardi B world now.
Because it's like, you know how like we had Lil' Kim for a long time, didn't nobody fuck with Lil' Kim for a long time? Like,
right.
You couldn't, there's no way you could say Lil' Kim was like, like your head.
Right.
And then it's like now Nicki Minaj was Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. And then it's like Cardi B is like, everybody loves Cardi B. So it's kind of like, I feel like she did it to like be like, don't forget about me. Because she know, like, she's about to lose the crowd's attention.
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, like, her comeback from the little Remy Ma thing, like, she ain't been the same. Because that clap back was flat.
with her and Remy.
Yeah.
You know what though? Okay, because I remember my brother just told me. Actually, I didn't see it, but like my brother just told me that Eve had something to say about it, about Nicki Minaj's paper cover, and he said that she didn't agree with it, and that she just said that as a female artist with younger women looking up to her, that's not something that she should have done. And then I saw that Wendy Williams had something negative to say about it also. She didn't agree with it. But I don't know. I guess I'm a little different because I understand that since Nicki Minaj came up, she's had these little teenagers look up to her.
Right.
But I feel like people also have to understand that it's not like Nicki Minaj has made unfiltered music since she's been in the game.
Right.
Like, and not majority of it, but like some of her songs, she talks about this kind of stuff. She talks about niggas eating her out. She talks about sex. Like, and that's what she is. Like, she's a sex symbol. So I don't feel like it was anything bad because first of all, Paper Magazine is known for having seductive photographs on there.
It's not a kid friendly.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then for two, Nicki Minaj is what, her late 20s, early 30s. She's a sex symbol. I feel like she's a sex symbol. And I don't feel like these photos, excuse me, I don't feel like these photos should have a negative look on it because, like I said, this is some of the stuff that she talks about in her music.
Right.
So, I mean, I get it as far as having younger fans, but I mean, shit, who doesn't have younger fans?
I feel like this. A rap star should not be your kid's role model.
Right, period.
You're the parent. You should be the role model.
Period.
Because at the end of the day, technically, what the hell is a 12-year-old listening to IPs in the trap? Like,
right. And then if that was the case, I feel like if everybody was going to feel like this about her magazine cover, then what are they saying about her verse in, what's the song that she had with Migos and Cardi B?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of the I can't think of the song title right now. But even with that, and then even with the song she just made with Yo Gotti, Rake It Up, like these are not unfiltered lyrics. Like if that's the case, y'all don't want to see her on the magazine cover half naked, but y'all want to support her music when she talks about, you know, different shit. And then too, like I was looking at the other photos for the magazine. She's not naked in any of them. Literally, she's not naked. Nothing is showing. I mean, like you could see her boobs, but her nipples aren't showing.
No, it's just her ass is big.
Exactly, and she has on small clothes.
Yeah, and she's like a Barbie doll. Like.
Yeah, and then as far as everybody still saying stuff about Cardi B, like, what are people putting Cardi B in the conversation for if it's a conversation about Nicki Minaj?
I think because you know how, like, with society, we be so obsessed with this one person for so freaking long.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it gives respect to Nicki Minaj, but she seemed like if the tension not on her, like, she really don't give two shits. But to be honest, like, what's the difference from Eve? Eve had 2 paws on her titties.
That's what I was gonna say. When Eve was coming up, she had this short haircut, like Rough Rider type look. Honestly, people probably thought she was a lesbian, probably thought she was a dyke when she came up, you know?
Yeah. And
like she was pretty rough around the edges, but I don't think, she was a sex symbol back then.
Yeah.
When she had, I mean, regardless if it was her being super pretty and flawless or her, like I said, her Rough Rider look, that was how she sold her sex back then.
Yeah, because she used to wear the little choker with the little...
Had the biker shorts, yeah. So the thigh-high boots, like all of that.
It's kind of like, how can you sit there and say her stuff is wrong and she's a role model when you was a role model? Like, I remember as a kid, like, I was not allowed to listen to Eve. Like, my sister would have to literally turn certain songs. Because from the beginning to the end, it was cussing.
That's what I'm saying. So, and the same thing about Lil' Kim, and same thing about Nicki, same thing about Cardi. Like, there's little girls who look up to Cardi, too, and ain't none of her music filtered. None of it.
Because I seen my little niece, even though she's my cousin, but like, she's like my niece. She was singing Kodak Yellow, and I'm like, what the hell you mean? You better sit your ass down.
Yeah.
So, like, Cardi B, it's like the same thing. Like, it's like, how can you get on her about a photo? The photo to me was like, it was weird, but it was like, okay, I get it. Like,
I liked it personally, but that's just me. And I know, people was talking about Safari because Safari posted like, wow, like these are the photos I always wanted you to take. So I guess like he felt some type of way about it that she just doing shit without him. But I don't know. I liked it. But I like all the female artists. So like I really, really, really love Cardi B, and I really love Nicki Minaj too.
Yeah.
So and then the fact that they could put their shit behind them and they were able to get on the song Amigos, like I like that.
It shows that she's a woman.
Exactly, the both of them.
I feel like Lil Remy Ma and Lil Kim, like I feel like they're bitter.
And then even like with the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj situation, I mean, yeah, shit gonna happen and people gonna say they more for Remy, they more for Nicki, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, shit, whatever Remy's saying about Nicki, that ain't stopping her from making her money, and vice versa. And then that's like I just heard that Jocelyn Hernandez.
Oh Lord.
She made a diss record about Cardi B.
Oh.
But like, what was she mad for? Like, did Cardi B say anything about her?
I don't think she was mad. This is my thing with Jocelyn. Bitch, you've been working on the album for fucking 8 years.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was literally just telling my brother that, like, is she mad because they both came from Love and Hip Hop and Cardi B's rap career took off within 1 to 2 seasons, and we saw Jocelyn in almost every episode in the studio with
no music to show.
What's his name? What's her dude name?
Stevie.
With Stevie J. Like, is that what she was mad for? Because her rap career was able to take off before Jocelyn's was?
Yeah, she's mad because...
And then they're both from... where is Cardi B from?
Cardi B's from the Bronx, and Jocelyn is from Miami.
But she's Dominican, right?
Cardi B's Dominican, Jocelyn is Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So is that why she also felt like she has to have beef with her? Because they're both Latino?
I think it's that, and I think it's the fact that this little bitch came on, did her stuff, and now she on. And it's like with Jocelyn, it's like she can't rap. Like, she cannot
at all. I listened to the diss record, and I was just like, what the fuck is she even talking about, honestly?
She don't even know how to speak Spanish correctly. Like, let's be real.
I don't really care for Jocelyn. My brother liked her, but...
I don't like Jocelyn because she can't rap, and then, like, it's a video where she was in Houston, and they booed her. So that should have been the proof of the pudding, right?
Really?
Right there. Like, she starts singing Cootie Cat. Don't know what about that your Cootie Cat.
Right.
And they was, like, booing, and then, like, CBJ came on, like, you know, trying to, you know, divert the crowd from booing, but it's the fact that people who love Jocelyn don't like good music, period.
Yeah.
People who like Cardi B, if you're really into rap, then, you know, she can spit, like, good 8 bars.
Right. And even regardless if she has a ghostwriter or not, like, she's still able to get on the mic and kill it.
And she also didn't use a man or use her body to get to the next level. She literally worked for it. Like, that first mixtape Cardi B had was like, okay, I can see her taking Nicki's spot.
Yeah.
Not to put them against each other, but she's like the first to come after Nicki.
Yeah, because Bodak Yellow was, #1 for a minute, and they said that... Yeah. And they said that she was one of the first female rap artists to do it in a while since... Who? Since somebody. I don't know. I don't know. Well, rap artist.
Rapper.
Female rap artist. I don't know, but... Shit, she doing her shit. She making more money than half of everybody else who talking shit. So I'm giving them their props. Mona Scott, I'm about to come get a job. I'm about to come on one of these little reality shows so I can come up too.
Give me that check for that check at Stevie.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
But I don't know. Like, I just feel like women in general, we should just uplift each other and stop drowning, especially as Latino women and black women. We one of the same goddamn.
Yeah, and Latino people and black people, they're all looked down on by everybody else in the world. So it's like, I mean, I guess like that's just gonna make them come up even more, or that's gonna put them on the map. But it's just like, why talk down on each other? Like, we pretty much need to support each other.
But you gotta think about Jocelyn work ethic versus Cardi B's work ethic. Cardi B work ethic is like, I gotta get it, I gotta pay my rent, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, she got a list to do.
Yeah.
Jocelyn leans on who she can sleep with.
I was just gonna say, maybe she mad too because Cardi out here getting proposed to by her man, and like Jocelyn only has a baby by hers, so.
But she a hoe.
I don't know. I
Anytime
can't
you
speak
find
for
a
you,
stripper
whatever.
in the strip club and she rapping to you, there's a problem right there. I'm not saying rappers can't rap. I mean, strippers can't rap, but like,
Or yeah, and that's something else that you can compare to the both of them because they both came from the strip club and they both made it to LA. I mean, not LA, New York, and they both got picked up by these producers and thinking that they hot shit.
true, but like Cardi B was hot before Love and Hip Hop. She used to have like her little videos, like little post videos that she was known for that she would put up. And then like with Jocelyn, it's like, who knows Chanel?
She thinks she coming up from me.
Yeah, it's like you're Chanelica Bendicore. Like,
Yeah, oh, that is her name, huh?
I'm not trying to hate on her, just the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. No, I get you. And I mean, shit.
Because it's like, okay, you diss her, so you think somebody gonna sign you?
I thought
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky was dating Kendall Jenner.
Don't get me started.
We not gonna get started on them. No, we could pretty much wrap it up though. So once again, tell us the dates for
Top Dog
play.
Underdog is November 28th through the 30th, and Love's Fire is December 5th through the 7th.
All right. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I'm gonna be at the plays, so I hope everybody else listening gonna go and support too. Because like I said, the cast members are really, really good, and they are able to see the costuming that you do, and then just help with directing and everything else. And shout out to your teacher JP because he do his shit.
Yes.
I could pretty much see the difference from the first play that you guys did with what's her name, Miss Harrington, which was good also. But then now, like you said, with JP's kind of more diversity, you guys don't only focus on one topic or like one group of people. You guys like look out into different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's more like he wants stories from your own life. He he fucking hates regular plays. Like,
Right.
Top Dog is pushing it, but because it's raw, and it's something about him in black plays. I don't know, but he loves them. Like he loves Medea.
Really?
Yes, like oh my god, I love her.
Me and him can't relate on that note though, because I don't really care for Medea.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much for coming by me with me. I appreciate it.
I enjoy it.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.